Hello everyone. So this video is going to be a bit different from my normal videos. It's just going to be me talking over some gameplay, but as you can tell from the title of this video, I'm finally going to begin my journey of going for the Damascus camo in Modern Warfare. I wanted to make this video to talk about how I plan to go about unlocking Damascus, and some other thoughts I have about going for it, because I've been thinking about it a lot in the last 2 months. So for those of you who don't play Modern Warfare, I'll quickly explain what Damascus is. So basically, each gun in Modern Warfare has a set of 10 camo challenges that you unlock as you level up the gun. These challenges are all about getting kills with that weapon in a certain way. For example, 110 kills with no attachments, or 100 kills while crouching. In each of these categories, there are 10 different camos with a similar theme to them, like stripes or spray paint. You unlock these 10 camos in each category at a different number of kills. So if you complete all of these camo challenges for one weapon, you unlock the gold camo for that weapon. And if you get gold for all weapons in one class, for example if you gold all shotguns that were in Modern Warfare when it initially came out, so not the DLC weapons that came out later, then you unlock platinum for all of those shotguns that you golded. And then, if you get platinum for all the weapon classes in Modern Warfare, that is assault rifles, submachine guns, shotguns, light machine guns, marksman rifles, sniper rifles, melees, handguns and launchers, then you unlock the Damascus camo. So put simply, to get Damascus, you have to get golds for all 39 weapons that initially came out with Modern Warfare. So clearly this is a lot of work, and it will take months of playing. And it raises the question, why would I do all this? My first and main reason is because, as I mentioned in my Modern Warfare review, the grind for unlocking stuff in this game is by far my favourite thing about it. And the Damascus grind is pretty much universally recognised in the COD community as being the ultimate grind you can do, as it's the biggest and longest grind for a weapon camo probably in any COD game, apart from maybe getting obsidian for every weapon, and I'd love it if I did it. Speaking of the COD community, I feel like there's a level of respect for people who get Damascus, since everyone knows how hard it is to get, and I'd really like the thought of doing something that 99% of players wouldn't do. It's just a really satisfying feeling. I had that feeling when I 100%ed Red Dead Redemption 2, something that the vast majority of players didn't do, and it makes my insecure self feel very special and better than the filthy casuals who play this game for fun. Weirdos. Anyway, another reason that really makes me excited to go for Damascus is because right now I'm sort of playing with the same few guns, and I've prevented myself from using any other guns because I wanted to wait until I go for Damascus. Because Damascus will force me to use weapons that I previously wouldn't have touched, and I think I'll discover loads of guns that I'll be surprised to actually really like. Another reason that I'd like to go for Damascus is simply because it looks gorgeous. I really like the look of the blue, purple, orangey pattern, and when the light refracts off it, it looks stunning. However, this isn't a huge reason why I want to get it. Obviously, it'll be nice to have such a beautiful looking camo for all of my guns, but eventually I'll get used to it and the looks won't be as impressive. What will never fade away though is the journey I had to get to Damascus, and how proud I will be of myself. It's like with 100% of Red Dead Redemption 2. It wasn't the 1 minute cutscene that I did it for, it was the journey and all the things I did to get there that I'm most proud of. As much as I'm looking forward to going for Damascus, there are a lot of concerns I have about the grind for Damascus. And the first starts with that word, grind. As I said, I love the grind and that feeling of progression in Modern Warfare, but I need to be extremely careful with how I go about going for Damascus, because if I do this wrongly, I could completely ruin my experience playing Modern Warfare. If I do this the way I see a lot of people doing it, which is trying to get it as soon as possible, completely sweating it out, I think if I did that, I would end up despising Modern Warfare, and I would wake up every day feeling like Modern Warfare was some sort of chore that I had to play every day to go for Damascus. And by the time I get Damascus, I'd just be so tired of Modern Warfare that I wouldn't even be excited that I unlocked Damascus. I've watched enough FaZe J videos to know that if I do it like that, Modern Warfare will feel like a chore instead of a video game, which I play for fun. And ultimately, I should be enjoying this Damascus grind more than I'm not enjoying it. And if I find that I start dreading playing Modern Warfare, I'm going to stop it, because there's no point in going for Damascus if I'm not enjoying it. Also, I mentioned that a good thing about going for Damascus is that since I'll be forced to use a lot of weapons, I think I'll discover many guns that I surprisingly like. But the bad thing about this is, which I only realised when I was watching a video about whether Damascus is worth it by a YouTuber called TechnicallyWild, where he said that one bad thing about going for Damascus is that to gold all those weapons would mean to max out a lot of the guns in the game. This might sound a bit weird, but I really like that I've barely touched a lot of the weapons in Modern Warfare. It gives me that feeling of there's still loads of things to work towards. I'm afraid that when I get Damascus, it's going to feel like there's nothing left to unlock. However, after thinking about this, I was going to max out the weapons eventually. Going for Damascus is just speeding up the process. Plus, there's still a few DLC weapons that I'll have to max out, so this isn't that big of a problem. So now I want to talk about how I plan on going for Damascus. As I just said, the last thing I want is for this to feel like a tedious grind, so I don't plan on grinding for Damascus. It's just going to be my main priority while playing Modern Warfare, but I'm not going to be grinding Modern Warfare every day for hours. I'm planning on just playing COD about as much as I do now, but instead I'll be going for Damascus. There'll be some days when I will spend hours going for it, but there will also be days where I'll just be playing other games and I won't even touch Modern Warfare. I'm just going to try and make sure that I don't make it my #1 priority in life, trying to rush it, and I'll still be doing other things, because I think that's the healthiest way of going about it. I know that since I'm going for it this way, this will take quite a while, probably months, and I don't have a problem with that. I'd much rather make consistent progress over a few months than grinding it out for a few weeks and then inevitably getting burnt out and taking a few week break. I really like Modern Warfare, most of the time, and I really don't want to ruin it for myself by stressing out over and putting pressure on myself to play it every day, so I'm going to be taking this Damascus grind pretty easy. As far as what weapon order I plan on doing, I've thought about this a lot and I want to get the worst out of the way first, so I plan on doing all of the secondaries first, starting with the launchers, then the handguns, and then the medleys. Then I'm going to go on to the more fun primaries, starting with sniper rifles, then marksman rifles, then LMGs, then shotguns, and then I'll finish with either SMGs or assault rifles, which I find to be the most fun and easiest guns to level up. Although this order might change depending on the release of certain playlists. Like for example, if Shipment 24/7 comes out, then I'll try to get shotguns done. I've heard a lot of people recommend to get the launchers done in the background, and I've sort of been doing that over the past few weeks, but even by my standards, it's been way too slow. So I plan on doing launchers in the background in the sense that I will also be doing a primary when I'm doing launchers, but I'm going to be going into game modes that are more suited for launchers, like Ground War, and I'll be focusing more on the launchers. I'm doing this because I despise these launchers, and I really just want to get them out of the way and never have to worry about them again, rather than always doing them and having them weighing down on me. I also found this really cool Damascus progress website that some absolute king made, which is extremely helpful to track my progression with all of the camos for each of my guns, and it takes into account everything you can imagine about going for Damascus. I love when people and communities make really helpful websites like this, and it's going to help me a lot throughout the Damascus grind. There will be a link in the description for anyone who wants to check it out. According to this website, I'm 14.87% the way to Damascus from just playing the game normally, which is higher than I thought. So far I have 3 guns golded. The M13, the Kar98 and the R90. I've just golded these because I like them a lot, and I've prevented myself from golding any other guns because I want to wait for the start of the Damascus grind. Oh here we are, Obsidian unlocked baby, level 110. I'm actually so excited to start this grind. So on the 4th of April, as soon as this video is uploaded, I will start the road to Damascus. I've waited quite a while to begin the Damascus grind, but I wanted to make a video to establish the start of the journey, and I think it'll be interesting to check back on this video when I get Damascus and see how long it took and if my thoughts were right. I originally thought Damascus was impossible and unrealistic to achieve, but I think that if I do it right, for the most part it will be a fun journey. And before anyone says, no, I'm not under the impression that it'll be nothing but fun the entire time. I'm fully aware that there will be times during this grind where I get unbelievably angry, but I'm trying to minimize those times. To pass the time until I get Damascus, I've been going for Obsidian on some guns. I've already Obsidian the Kar98 and now I'm going for the M13, and as nice as the Obsidian camo looks, it's going to be really refreshing to do something other than just getting batches of 15 kills. On the 3rd of April 2021, as I'm editing this video, I have 3 days and 19 hours or 91 hours played on Modern Warfare, and here's my combat record. My most used gun by far is the M13 with over 5,000 kills, and my most played game mode is Hardpoint. Here are how many kills I have with other guns. I'm really interested to see how that changes by the time I have Damascus, and I wouldn't be surprised if I have an entirely new most used gun. I have so many videos about going for Damascus that I've had saved to my watch later for over a month, and I actually can't wait to finally be able to watch them. So yeah, I am going for Damascus in Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and I just wanted to make this video to announce it to you all and establish the beginning of the journey to Damascus. So thank you so much for watching this video. I might make little follow-up videos when I get platinum camo on certain weapon classes, depending on how long it takes me to get them and if I have some thoughts on them, but if I don't make videos about them, I'll definitely post about it on my Instagram at RombarkYT. I don't like plugging my Instagram too much, but it's actually relevant here. If you're interested in experiencing the road to Damascus together with me, I'll be posting a lot about it on there. Also, this video marks 4 years since I made my first video on this channel. It sounds so weird saying that. 4 years is not a short amount of time, and it truly is incredible to see how far this channel has come since then, especially in the past year. To all of you who support my videos, I just can't thank you enough. But I want to let you know that I really appreciate you. If you liked this video, please leave it a like, and if you didn't, please leave it a dislike and tell me why in the comments below. And if you think you like my content, it would mean a lot if you subscribed. Anyway, thank you so much again for watching this video, and take care of yourselves.